I'm Molly, a 24-year-old entrepreneur running my own social media agency while juggling a million things like planning my wedding, working part-time, and creating my dream life. If you ever wondered what it's really like to run a business while managing life, welcome to the Social CEO Diaries. Good morning, friends. I got my nails done yesterday. I'm actually really excited about it. Right now, my life is so busy. I run a social media agency called The Pretty Platform where I help brands create content and strategy. On top of that, I still work part-time, which is honestly a blessing and a challenge at the same time. And I'm also planning my wedding for later this year, so everything is kind of piling on top of each other. I started this YouTube series because I wanted to show the real side of entrepreneurship. Not the I made 6 figures in 2 months kind of thing, but the real behind the scenes where you're figuring out systems, sending invoices, and dealing with all of the imposter syndrome that comes with it. Sunday scaries are hitting in. I've almost finished up my coffee. I had to transfer all of my footage. I took some footage for the shoot that I had the other day on my DJI, but I switched everything over to SSD. Now the final thing that I have to transport is the photos that I took at that event that I did for the content shoot, so I'm gonna do that right now. So let's talk about where my business is at right now. I started this agency because I love content strategy and social media, but I also wanted freedom. Right now I'm in this phase where I'm figuring out sales, hiring, and making everything run smoother, and honestly some days I feel really discouraged and not good enough, and other days I feel like I'm winning, like I'm on top of the world. A lot of the times it kind of looks bipolar, like it switches every other day. My business currently, I've actually had to reel it back, and last month I let go of some clients I had, and I made that hard decision because I felt like my services weren't completely aligned with where I wanted my business to go, and I think I was just growing too fast. I'm in my car trying to do my makeup. I'm rushing. Lighting is so bad, and quite literally it is so hot in Phoenix right now. 90 degrees right now. Tonight we are going to eat at this restaurant called Cara Cara, and it's a pretty upscale American style restaurant that I went to for my sister's birthday last year. Next year I'll be 25, in my mid-20s. What the hell have I done with my life so far? No, honestly, next year if you see me have an existential crisis, that is why. I did it. I'm done. Whew. I have carpal tunnel and I'm ready for dinner. So I went back to work part-time, which really made me feel like crud after working in my business full-time for almost exactly 1 year. Honestly, making that decision, I've never felt more confident in what I do and the future of what my business looks like. I think this is exactly what I needed to get my inspiration back and the drive that I've been lacking for the past like 4 or 5 months. So currently, I'm working on putting together some packages optimized for event coverage that I have been requested and sounds so fun to do. The other side of services that I want to expand is to do brand shoots or brand content shoots for businesses where I location scout and model scout and do everything I can in that sense and be really intentional and catered towards brands. And the last thing is doing some video ads. Cade has had really good interest in it and he's done really well with them, so I want to expand into that as well, since there's a lot of cool things I could do for businesses sales on that end. While all of this is happening, I also have to plan my wedding. My wedding is at the end of this year and it's March, which is like 10 months or something before my wedding. That means I am having to ramp it up real quick. My wedding planner, shout out to her, Tiaras and Tacones. She actually did my quince when I turned 15. If you're looking for a wedding planner, definitely recommend. She's in SoCal. She's been doing it for like 17 years. Anyways, she gave me some tasks, and this month, really like next week, I have to go to downtown LA and find some bridesmaid dresses and some tuxes for the groomsmen. So shout out to her, she's a lifesaver. I'm gonna get those things on my to-do list and start getting down that list. That's a little bit of what my life looks like. I know I'm not alone in this, whether it's planning a wedding and managing a job or even just trying to have a social life while growing my business. It's a lot, but I'm figuring it out. And this series is all about sharing the ups and downs and what it looks like with you guys. So that's where my life is right now, growing the agency, planning my wedding, and trying not to lose my mind in the process. If you're an entrepreneur or someone trying to figure out their next step, I'd love to have you join me on this journey. So with all that being said, subscribe for weekly vlogs on my business, my life in LA, and all the behind the scenes of growing a social media agency. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.